What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Asia.
And it's your boy, BJ. And we're back like we never left. We thank you guys for going on this journey with us of this mini-series, Band of Brothers.
Yeah.
I really feel like these episodes have been very, very epic. And again, like I said before, it's brought you literally like so close to like what they actually really had to go through. I feel like this mini-series is probably like one of the best mini-series, like I said, that not only brings you close to like the battle scenes, but it really brings you in close to like the emotions, how all these soldiers felt, just regarding like World War II. Like it brought you really, really close to exactly how it actually kind of feels, not just the battle scenes, but how the soldiers feel like emotionally, like psychologically, things like that.
I agree. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Every single episode was nail biting. Okay, kept you on the edge and definitely kept us interested in the entire series. But I'm really glad that we've had an opportunity to check this out, because I feel like anybody that who thought they knew this right here, I feel like this right here fills you in completely on really letting you in on what that was like for them and to live through something like that as well. But and also like now, when you see vets and stuff like that, like you can, especially World War II vets that you see them being wheeled around in wheelchairs, it's like you got to show those people probably the utmost respect, being that they've gone through what they have. Even having watching this, I feel like this takes it to a completely different level of respect.
I agree.
In my own opinion, like if I thought I knew, like I didn't know until I really had an opportunity to see this show. So I'm really thankful we've gotten a chance to see it.
Definitely. And shout out to a lot of our viewers too that really, really suggested that we check out Band of Brothers. It's definitely lived up to exactly what a lot of you guys told us too.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the last one, episode 10, y'all.
It's bittersweet.
Absolutely.
It seems like, the closer we get to the end of a series, it does get bittersweet, because it's like this is the final episode. Right. So yeah, let's jump into it.
Y'all tap in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, smash that notification bell so you don't miss any videos from Asia and BJ. Y'all can tap into the Patreon, check out all of our unedited and uncut videos, as well as all of our TV series, including this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this video, y'all.
Okay,
no more waiting, y'all. This is it, episode 10, part 10.
It was more than 3 years since Lewis Nixon and I decided to join the paratroops. Not knowing what would happen to us, where we'd end up. I certainly didn't expect to find myself at a place like this.
I thought it might be you. Yeah, I heard reports about a red-headed Eskimo.
Red-headed Eskimo.
Come to join me for a morning swim?
You know me so well. Here, this was Zelensky.
Ran into the regimental photographer. Said he had all these photographs of the 506.
What do you think you'll do after this?
I get some breakfast.
Nah, after.
Funny you should mention it, because I had a meeting with Colonel Sink. I discussed the possibility of staying.
In the Army?
Yeah, as a career.
What'd you say?
Said I'd think about it.
He don't look like he feel that way.
You got some people, they ready to get out of the Army.
There's a company in Nixon, New Jersey. It's called Nixon Nitration Work. Oddly enough, I know the owners. Probably gonna expect me to make something of myself. I thought maybe I'd drag you with me.
Are you offering me a job?
We'll see how you do in your interview, but
Yeah, I'll think about it. I really appreciate it.
yeah, just think about it.
Certainly sounds peaceful.
Oh man, it looks peaceful too. Wow. Completely different than what they've dealt with over the last few years.
We'd entered Bavaria in early May, Berchtesgaden. This famous town high in the Alps was the Nazi Party's symbolic home. Although Hitler was dead, he had apparently ordered the SS to make it their last stand from which to mount a guerrilla resistance. The first step was blocking the roads.
Well, if you're the SS, you're not gonna let us waltz into Hitler's house. Probably throw a few rocks at us yourself.
You're looking for someone to find another way.
They gotta go up a mountain.
Up a mountain and go through all these roadblocks.
Oh man.
They hot on their trails now.
I just don't. Oh man.
This is the one town you can't deny being a true Nazi. Well, you have to be to live here. No. Wow.
Hey, you better get on about it there. He packed it up and he took off.
Kitty would love this. How many brides get a wedding present from Hitler? I don't even think about it.
He like, let me just get a fork.
Y'all go find something else.
Easy, you'll head up the mountain through the Obersalzberg and take the Eagle's Nest.
Oh gosh.
They feeling good.
A mountaintop stone retreat, 8,000 feet up, accessible by a gold-plated elevator. It was one of the crown jewels of his empire.
And look, through the whole war, they get an opportunity to go in there.
I just keep thinking that somebody, like, you know, like they just waiting for this opportunity to just take them all at one time or something.
No, I don't think so. It might be somebody there, some troops, maybe some soldiers, but I don't know. I feel like at this point, they'd be ready to just surrender right now. No way. Is that him? Are you kidding me?
That can't be him.
Hitler. No.
But I'm saying for them to make it here, though.
Listen up. All troops stand fast on present positions. You ready for it? Listen up. German army surrendered.
Wake up.
I got a present for you. Come on.
Is it? Yeah.
Wow.
So that means that it's over.
It gotta be now. They forfeited. They waving the white flag.
10,000 bottles of the world's finest liquor, wine, and champagne helped Easy Company mark the day the war in Europe came to an end.
Wow.
Take what you want and have each company take a truckload.
10,000.
Happy VE Day.
It's V-Day.
Yeah.
Man.
V-Day? Victory in Europe.
I know what he looking for. He looking for that 69.
Wow.
Happy VE Day.
Instead of an aggressive combat unit, we became an occupation force. And no one wanted to leave Berchtesgaden until they saw Austria.
Wow.
Look at that landscape.
I know.
It's absolutely beautiful.
The war is over!
We'll be comfortable here.
Wow, it looks like a resort.
Right? He said, we'll be comfortable
Right,
here.
after everything we've done.
Have all your men collect the weapons, deposit them at the church, the school, and at the airfield.
Please accept this as my formal surrender.
You may keep your sidearm, Colonel.
There was a lot of respect in that room right there.
I let them know I'm not afraid of you.
The going is brutal, but Okinawa is the next big step towards victory over Japan.
So, when are we going?
We don't have a date yet.
We gonna tell the men right away?
Some of them will have enough points to go home instead.
Not many. Their only medal's Purple Heart.
What are you crouching down for, Perko? Think the deer's gonna shoot back?
Leave me alone. How many points you need? 15. Jesus Christ, I thought I had it bad.
No Purple Heart. She never was injured.
General Taylor is aware that many veterans, including Normandy veterans, still do not have the 85 points required to be discharged. He has authorized a lottery to send one man home in each company, effective immediately. For Easy Company, the winner is...
Look, there's only one name in there.
Sergeant Darrell C. Powers! That's how it's done, Shifty!
Congratulations, Shifty.
Second platoon takes over at the Crossroads checkpoint, beginning tonight at 2200 hours. General Taylor has also announced that the 101st Airborne Division will definitely be redeployed to the Pacific. So, beginning tomorrow, we will begin training to go to war.
The last thing they want to hear.
I just wanted to, say goodbye. You know, well, it's been a long time.
You got everything you need?
Yes, sir. Back home in Virginia. I just don't rightly know how I'm going to explain all this. You see, I seen...
You're a hell of a fine soldier, Shifty. There's nothing more to explain.
Thank you, sir.
2 days later, Shifty Powers was on a truck headed for the rear and a boat home. Unfortunately, the truck was hit head-on by a drunken corporal from another regiment.
Oh.
Shifty had a broken pelvis and a bad concussion. He survived, but had to spend the next few months in a series of hospitals. I wish I could say that he was our only casualty in Austria.
We'll be to Tokyo and back in 2 years, 3 tops.
So you're gonna sit here in Austria for 6 months waiting to go, and I'm gonna be back in Wilkes-Barre.
You didn't tell him?
No, I couldn't get him to shut up. Guts and Glory here applied for a transfer.
What?
Heading out for the Pacific right away.
Wow.
If I'm going, I want to get it over with.
He jumping right back in.
Right?
I can't let him go by himself. He doesn't know where it is.
Wow.
You're leaving the men?
They don't need me anymore.
That's dedication, I'm telling you.
Right?
So you were given command of the company on D-Day?
That's right.
Oh, I remember this part.
Yeah. Oof. This again.
He just reliving those moments.
Yeah. It's even though he's reliving it, the fact that he lived through all of that.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna have those images in your head.
Why do you want to leave your men?
Well, it's not that, sir. It's just that if the war was still on in the Pacific and I could do some good over there.
Let me tell you something, son. You've done enough.
Thank you, sir.
Major, I took this meeting out of respect for your achievements and for the 101st. If they do go to the Pacific eventually, you should be running one of the battalions.
Thank you, sir.
And frankly, I think your men have earned the right to keep you around.
Wow.
Yes, sir. So I would stay in Austria for the time being, trying to watch over soldiers who had no enemy to fight.
Leave, I fucking hate this.
It's in the fucking room, Webb. One of those Polacks what was at the slave camp said this is where the guy lives, right here.
Which camp?
Whatever camp. Under direct orders, and I'm happy to follow it.
Oh, gosh.
Is this personal to you?
No, it's a goddamn order.
What if this guy's just a soldier? What if he's an officer with no ties to the SS?
What if he's a fucking Nazi commandant of a fucking slave camp?
Which one? You don't have any proof.
You think he's a soldier like you and me?
I don't know, but where they arguing at is just not... They need to save that for later.
Was machen Sie hier?
What?
Nein! Nein!
Oh, man.
Sie täuschen sich!
You two did it, man! Können nicht hier!
Nein!
I feel like he don't even have to be there.
He's guilty. Liebgott says so.
He probably is.
Shoot him!
No.
Officers don't run.
The war's over, anybody would run.
Everyone just wanted to go home.
Hey, Webster!
Don't salute the Germans.
Oh, come on. I said he'd get a kick out of it.
Go ahead, take off. It's my turn.
Okay, see you back at the farm.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, the Jeep turned over.
It's Private Janovac.
Oh no.
75 points. He was 10 points short.
Young men who wanted to be home with their families would serve with distinction since before
Just a freak
Normandy were
accident.
stuck here because they didn't have the points. What they did have plenty of were weapons, alcohol, and too much time on their hands.
Wait here.
What?
You okay, Matt? You need some help?
They wouldn't give me any gas. Krauts. This fucking limey wouldn't listen.
Another person.
I think he was a major.
Hey, Private, we got a problem here. Why don't you give me a weapon? Hold on a second now, right?
What the hell? No way. What?
I don't. Oh my gosh. Can you believe this?
I can't.
Somebody's taking a bigger beat than me and him.
Did they catch him? I think they got him.
I don't know.
I should go in there and stop this. Let's just play cards, all right?
Where is he?
How's Grant?
Where is he?
Replacement, our company.
Where's the weapon? What weapon?
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
Ain't nobody finna stop him.
Have the MPs take care of this piece of shit.
Grant's dead?
No. Crowd surgeon says he's gonna make it.
So what else is on your mind?
I know Easy Company's gonna need a commanding officer post-war. They're too much of a valuable resource to the military.
So you've decided to stay in the Army?
Yes, I'm gonna stay with the men.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
So some of us would stay by choice, but others were stuck here unless we could find excuses to send them away.
So it's an airborne exhibition. You'll be like a technical advisor, make sure they get everything right. Sorry, it's not a more hospitable location.
No, sir. Paris is just fine. If you need me to go, someone has to be there.
Yeah, we do. We absolutely do. I don't think we'll see you back here anytime soon.
I won't let you down, sir.
Cartwood, yes. The Army, when they give a man a battlefield commission, make him an officer. They usually don't let him stay with the same company.
Yes, sir. I figured this was coming.
And I thought battalion headquarters might be a good place.
I can think of few better, sir.
Good. Right now, there is a German general who was a little PO'd about having to surrender to Private Babe Heffron from South Philly. Thinks it's beneath his stature.
Understandable, sir.
I thought Second Lieutenant Cartwood Lipton from West Virginia could soothe his ruffled feathers.
No problem, sir. Is this the type of job I can expect from now on?
Yeah, when we're not sunning ourselves by the lake.
Mm-hmm.
With your permission, I would like to address my men.
That'll be fine, General.
Captain Sobel?
Remember him?
Major Winters? Captain Sobel, we salute the rank, not the man.
Oh. Huh. You got to come correct, sir.
He's still salty. He said, hey, it ain't nothing personal.
Ihr habt tapfer und stolz für euer Vaterland gekämpft.
You fought bravely, proudly for your country.
Die ineinander einen Zusammenhalt gefunden hat.
You found in one another a bond.
Wie sich nur im Kampf entwickeln kann.
It exists only in combat.
Unter Kameraden,
among brothers,
die Fuchshöhlen geteilt haben,
who've shared foxholes,
schrecklichen Momenten gegenseitig gestützt haben,
Held each other in dire moments.
die den Tod zusammen gesehen haben,
We've seen death and suffered together.
mit euch gedient zu haben.
I'm proud to have served with each and every one of you. You deserve long and happy lives in peace.
Take a look at these two kids.
What the hell happened to them?
New Jersey, huh?
Yeah. Think about it.
Yeah, I am. You awake yet?
Time to go to bed.
Look. You might as well.
But Compton came back to see the company to let us know that he was all right.
Look.
He became a prosecutor in Los Angeles and was later appointed to the California Court of Appeals. David Webster became a writer for the Saturday Evening Post and Wall Street Journal, and later wrote a book about sharks. In 1961, he went out on the ocean alone and was never seen again.
Wow.
Johnny Martin would return to his job at the railroad and then start his own construction company. George Luz became a handyman in Providence, Rhode Island. As a testament to his character, 1,600 people attended his funeral in 1998.
Wow.
Doc Rowe died in Louisiana in 1998. Frank Percani returned to Chicago and worked a postal route as a mailman. Joe Liebgott returned to San Francisco and drove his cab. Poole Ranneman was one of the best soldiers I ever had. He went into the earth-moving business in Arkansas. He's still there.
He was the one that got left behind on one of those missions and made it out.
How we lived our lives after the war was as varied as each man. Carwood Lipton became a glass-making executive. He has a nice life in North Carolina. Ronald Spears stayed in the Army, served in Korea, in 1958 returned to Germany as governor of Spandau Prison. He retired a lieutenant colonel.
Get him round. Easy company!
For Easy Company, it was D-Day plus 434.
Listen up. Got some news. This morning, President Truman received the unconditional surrender from the Japanese. War's over.
It's over.
Regardless of points, medals, or wounds, each man in the 101st Airborne would be going home. And each would have to rejoin the world as best he could. Lewis Nixon had some tough times after the war. He was divorced a couple of times. Then in 1956, he married a woman named Grace, and everything came together for him. He spent the rest of his life with her, traveling the world. My friend Lou died in 1995. I took up his job offer until I was called back into service in 1950 to train officers and rangers. But I chose not to go to Korea. I'd had enough of war.
I bet.
I stayed around Hershey, Pennsylvania, finally finding a little farm where I still live today. There is not a day that goes by that I do not think of the men I served with who never got to enjoy the world without war.
A very unusual feeling, and it's a very unusual bonding.
We knew that we could depend on each other, and so we were a close-knit group.
Brave, so brave is unbelievable. And I don't know anybody that I admire more than Bill Garnier and Joe Toy.
I'm just one part of the big war, that's all. One little part. And I'm proud to be a part of it. Sometimes it makes me cry.
The real men, the real heroes, are the fellas that are still buried over there.
Seemed like you figured that you thought that you could do just about anything. And after the war was over and you came back out,
There goes Shifty.
why, you lost a lot of that.
From this day to the ending of the world, we in it shall be remembered. We lucky few, we band of brothers. For he who today sheds his blood with me shall be my brother.
Do you remember the letter that Mike Ranney wrote me? Do you remember how he ended it? I cherish the memories of a question my grandson asked me the other day when he said, "Grandpa, were you a hero in the war?" Grandpa said no. But I served in a company of heroes.
Whew.
You can't help but just get misty-eyed just hearing the testimony at the end.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
I gotta say it though. This was a magnificent miniseries. And I just feel like we just enjoy like every single minute of it, every single episode, just hearing like their accounts of the war.
Yeah.
And not just that, but from episode 1 all the way to now, it's like you really got attached to each one of them and their characters and who they were.
Absolutely.
That's why even at the end, I kind of like cracked a smile because I'm just like, that go Malarkey, that go Shifty.
Yeah, I know, saying them all. Like, they've been saying the whole time. I was wondering, I'm like, I wonder who they are. Like, they haven't said one time in the entire series who they actually were, like, telling the story at the very beginning. When you hear them talk, they never put their names up there. So I was wondering, I'm like, these have to be people that were actually there, but
we just didn't know who they were.
Right.
And I like that they saved it to the end because, again,
Me too.
It really brought the human side out of it. Through all the war, through all the casualties, you know, the lows, the highs, like again, like I said, it just brought like the human side out to be able to hear from their own mouths and their own account as far as what they saw, what they felt, and how it had like a profound lifetime effect on them too.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
and you know, even just like us watching this entire series over like the last few weeks. You know, I kind of went back to my own like family history and my granddad, and just remembering like when I was young, when I used to go over to their house, I would always see, you know, pictures of him and my grandmother, and he would always have on his uniform and everything.
Yeah, all his decorations, all his decor.
Exactly. So I had to have a conversation with my mom too, and she was like, "Yeah, your grandfather, he served in World War II. You know, he was like stationed in France and." A few other like places, you know, around Europe and stuff like that, and I was just like, wow, just like thinking about that and thinking about Easy Company. It just puts a lot of things into perspective, just regarding these great men that put their lives on the line for us. You know?
And you wish, like, I can only imagine, like, being a kid, like, or being young at that time is like, if you would have realized the significance in that, and like, you know, probably everything that he really could probably sit down and tell you stories about and tell you stories of, you probably would have been asking a lot more questions and more intrigued into really understanding what that meant.
Exactly. So yeah, at the end when one of the soldiers when he was saying, you know, his grandfather, you know, his grandson was asking him questions, it kind of just took me back to that moment too.
Yeah.
And just thinking about like the history that I kind of missed out on because I didn't get a chance to like hear it from his, you know, hear from his mouth, his own account, being in World War II. But this was a phenomenal miniseries.
Absolutely,
I enjoyed every single minute of this one, and then just us having the chance to kind of like converse with a lot of people. You know, a lot of our viewers, a lot of our patrons that like dropped a lot of comments and gave us a lot of facts. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know that like during boot camp that there was like 18,000 recruits, but it was only like 6,000 people, or 6,000 of them that actually like made it through the whole boot camp to be able to be airborne.
Really?
That's so many guys.
Wow. No, I didn't know that either.
I didn't either.
So really, then that just goes to show you like how like intense that training was, like how prepared, how sharp you had to be to fill that role in particular. Like it wasn't just for anybody.
Because only a third of them made it through the entire boot camp.
Wow.
You know, and I'm just like, wow.
Well, you saw what they had to go through. I don't know, because I just know, even just by looking at that, I wouldn't I wouldn't have made it. I just know that for a fact. Like, yeah, it was very intense. Like, very watching that, everything that they had to go through, like, they were not playing any games. Like, they wanted the best of the best. To be able to do that. Yeah. But I agree. Everything that you just said, phenomenal series. I enjoyed every bit of this. Some of it was extremely hard to watch. Like, and I even made reference to that. Like, I didn't mean any offense by it. So if I offended anybody, I apologize. But it was just like having to watch it and really relive it. And like I said, for anybody that thinks that was a game, like it was just a walk in the park, like nothing close to it. And to relive it with them watching this has truly like given me a real perspective and a much higher like respect for, you know, our men and women that have fought, that do fight, that go to war. Like, just to tell you, it's not easy. It's not something fun. It's not something to, you know.
It's definitely not easy for the ones that actually like made the choice to sacrifice their lives, their time away from their family, like all of those things, you know.
And so, yeah, I've enjoyed this, and I hope y'all have as well. Anything else you want to add to this?
I just enjoy like I said, everybody just dropping comments through every episode, and us kind of going back, reading it, because a lot of you guys are veterans out there, and a lot of you guys gave us a lot of great feedback in regards to like y'all own account, and what some of the things in between time, in the meantime, just really filling us in on what things meant in regards to the war and like certain rankings, like certain places where they got deployed. But yeah, this was like. With Easy Company D-Day, that was like the hugest like deployment in world history.
Yeah, I think I did see that in the comment section and on our Patreon. So great film, y'all. I enjoyed this, but y'all tap in, let us know what y'all think about this down below. And if y'all enjoyed it, I get emotional thinking about it.
I know.
If y'all enjoyed it,
and I was gonna say too, like the last person I think that actually like lived. Passed away June of last year, so like the last living member of Easy Company passed away last year in July. Yeah. So there's no more surviving members of Easy Company.
Wow.
Yeah. So salute to all of them.
Absolutely. So yeah, if y'all enjoyed this, be sure you give us a big thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, smash that notification bell so you don't miss any videos from Asia and BJ. And if ain't nobody else told you, I love you, and we gonna see y'all in the next video, y'all.
Hoorah! Hey, salute to everybody, man. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Bye.